works for you. And then just close your eyes when you're ready. You can roll your shoulders a few times. Get an overall sense of how your body feels in this moment. To arrive in space, arrive in your seated position. So you can sit up a little bit taller. Bring your chin parallel to the earth. Reach the crown of your head up toward the sky. As you tune into your breath, you might decide that you want the palms of your hands turned up in a receiving position, or maybe you're feeling a little quiet today and withdrawn, and you want to keep it that way, so let's keep your palms down. Scan your body from head to toe. And just taking another little inventory of where you are, how you are in this moment. Quality of your breath. What it feels like to begin to deepen your breath. So as you inhale, your belly expands. And if you're feeling it, you can begin to draw that breath all the way up to the chest, about to your collarbones, so it doesn't cause any pressure in your face, it doesn't cause your shoulders to lift. A slow exhale. Your chest back down your belly. Breaths like that, either just belly breath or that full body breath. As you feel yourself settle into it, draw the navel back towards the spine as far as you can. Let that flow right into your next inhale. The belly expands on the inhale. Maybe halfway through that breath, you draw the navel back slightly so the breath rises up through the ribs into the chest. Maybe this time you hold your breath at the top. So the mat feels, again, no pressure, no tension is created through holding the breath. When you're ready to exhale, it's slow and controlled, chest back down to belly, and then we draw the navel back over the spine, way back. A couple more times with this breath. Flow into the inhale, belly expands halfway through, pulling the navel back slightly, allowing the breath to rise up from the ribs to the chest. That's comfortable. And only hold to the point where you know you can still exhale comfortably. When the exhale comes down, chest, ribs, belly. Really draw the navel back toward the spine. 2 more times like that on your own. Really allow yourself to focus. The eyes open, but keeping a gentle gaze. You can come off of your block, your bolster, and let's extend our legs out. We roll the wrists and the ankles a few times, just opening up the back side of the body a little. Rock from side to side as you begin to slide your hands down under your calves, palms down. If they reach there, could be your knees too. And we're dropping into a fold slowly, mindful of the low back. So we don't want to put any strain on the low back, so just back off to a point where you can be in the fold and it's not pulling on your low back. And we come into your fold again, rocking from side to side. Maybe a little bend and straighten, one leg at a time in that rocking. You might roll your head from side to side as well. Just think spaciousness as you move. Taking it back to center. Let's inhale together. Let's let our exhale drop us in a little bit more. And then next inhale rolls us up. Flex your feet, reach your arms out and up. Say inhale. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Good. Exhale, hands through heart center. Releasing them down by your sides into staff pose. So now we're pressing into the mat right beside our hips. Again, flex the feet, bend your knees if you need to. Lift the heart, drop the chin slightly so you're reaching through the crown of the head. You begin to feel the muscles in your back engaging all the way up from the base of the spine, all the way to the base of the skull. Take one breath here. We're taking your right hand over to the outside of the left knee. You can take your left hand right back behind you, but keep your hand touching your body, kind of like the top of your left glute as we come into a twist here. And do your best to straighten that left arm as you look toward that shoulder. Inhale to extend the spine, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, draw the navel back toward the spine, just like you did in our breath work. One more breath like that. Inhale. Extend, lengthen. Exhale, draw the navel back. Take one more breath to make it 3. And then next inhale takes us back to center. Reach your arms up high. And then we'll exhale. Hands come down back to staff pose. Sit up tall. Flex your feet. One breath here. And then we'll take it into that twist when you're ready over to the right side. So left hand to the outside of the right knee, right hand slides a little bit further back. We do our best to straighten the right arm. That helps us sit us up nice and tall. 3 breaths. Breathing into the belly, so lengthen the spine. And the exhale, we draw the navel back in the spine. Come back on an inhale, reach your arms up, and we'll exhale, arms out and down, back to staff pose, take a breath. And then from here, we're folding the legs in to rock forward onto our hands and feet. Point your toes into the mat. Walk your hands forward, a couple of handprints. Like you're about to sit back to child's pose, but we're not coming all the way down. We're just reaching back, finding a stretch into the hips. So you might even continue to look between the hands, dropping the hips back, but we're not lowering all the way down. So very active child's pose. Take a breath here. Maybe you can melt your heart a little bit lower so you feel into your shoulders. And then next inhale takes us back to table and into cat-cow. Every inhale drops your belly, lifts your head, and the exhale rounds your head. Start slow, maybe you stay slow as you connect with the movement of your spine this morning. Notice how it feels, how your body feels moving through these postures. Bringing in any other small movements that you think will help to create more space in the body, to alleviate any of that surface tension or surface achiness. And take one more round. And then take it back to a neutral spine. Left hand comes to center, knees out just a little bit wider. Finding a twist here, right arm out and up, inhale. Like we're gonna thread the needle, but we're not going there yet. On your exhale, take that right arm under, just reach way over to the left side. And then we inhale again, open to the twist. And exhale, reach way over. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. This time take it into your thread. Shoulder comes down, side of the head. Compressing the shoulder. We'll keep it easy. Keep that left hand right near your face this time around. We won't twist here. We'll just compress the shoulder. Breathe. One more breath. The next inhale lifts you back up to that twist. Right arm out and up. Nice and slow. And on your exhale, circle the right arm forward and down. Right hand to center. And we do the other side. Inhale, left arm out and up. Exhale. Reach it through. Reach your leg over. 2 more times like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, this time we thread. Shoulder comes down, side of the head. Just keep that right palm down. Compress into the left shoulder. Find your breath. 2 breaths. Next inhale, we rise. Back for a twist. Left arm out and up. And we circle it forward and down. Back to table, find your alignment. Take a breath, head in line with the spine, press into the hands so the shoulders are nice and engaged. Draw the navel back toward the spine, slightly core engaged. On an inhale, we're taking the left knee out to the side, keeping the ankle aligned with the knee the best that we can. So let's inhale, lift it up as high as we can. It's okay if the hips aren't square here. And then we exhale, set it back down. Other side, inhale, right leg lift. And then exhale. I think some people call this fire hydrant, right? Like a dog being on the hydrant. Inhale, left leg. Flex your foot. Flex that left foot. Let's hold here. See if we can square the shoulders to the mat. Find your breath if you want. Little pulses up here, lifting and lowering, just an inch or two. You'll start to feel that connection with your right glute. Inhale. And on the exhale, release it back down. Good. Other side, right leg. Inhale, flex the right foot. Shoulders stay square to the mat, nice and strong. Maybe little pulses there. We're remembering to breathe. We'll inhale together. And exhale, release it down. Good. Round your back, tuck your toes, chin toward chest, come up on your fingertips, decompress the spine. Breathe in, and then we come back to neutral. Good. Let's come into our down dog, first down dog of the class. Well, let's take our feet out to the width of the mat, and then walk our hands back, one handprint, so we shorten our dog, almost like a standing A, but not quite as intense in the hips. So we're in our short down dog, and we start to rock the hips from side to side. And maybe even bend and straighten one leg at a time. But it really comes from rocking the hips. So it's a pretty deep bend in the knee. Your head is hanging. Maybe you turn your head from side to side. Find your breath here as you move. Maybe you start to feel a little lighter in your hands. You might even be able to come up on your fingertips and take the pressure off of the wrists. So widen your feet a little bit more. Really take them out to the edges, maybe even onto the floor. So that way you can get a nice deep bend in the knees side to side. Couple more times to each side. And then we take it back to center, keeping the feet out wide. And you lift your toes here. Lift your toes. Lift your toes. Don't come up on your toes. Lift your toes. There you go. And then lift your hips even higher. Really reach the hips up toward the sky. Take a deep breath. And then your next inhale, you make your way into a plank. So the feet come together. You walk your feet back, hands forward. Find your nice straight line. Tuck your tailbone. Back of your neck is long. Breathe in here. Build in some energy. Let's inhale. On your exhale, knees come down and into child's pose. Your choice, knees together or knees out wide in child's pose. Roll your wrists. Relax your shoulders, draw them away from the ears. If your knees are good right now, settle back towards your heels more. And take one more breath. Good. When you're ready to rise, come up through table and into down dog. And then from our down dog, we're bending the knees, looking between the hands, tiptoe or hop up to the top of the mat. Arriving at the top of the mat, let's heel toe our feet out wider than hip width. Reaching for opposite elbows. And now a little pendulum swing with the torso, side to side. Let your head hang. Really get heavy in the spine, in the torso. Deep enough bend so you feel supported here. And we take that back to center. Heel toe feet back together. Hip width or closer. Slide your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Holding here, hands on hips for the exhale. And then next inhale, we rise up to standing. Reach your arms up toward the sky. Big reach. Wiggle your fingers, lift your shoulders. And then on your exhale, hands through heart center, releasing your arms down, relax your shoulders, relax your body into mountain pose. Soften the knees. Maybe you take a peek down at your toes, see if they're pointing straight ahead. And then we come back to the breath, slowing it way down. Before we move through a flow of sun salutations. Focus at the soles of the feet and really grounding into the earth this morning. Ground into your day. Ground into your body. Your invitation to set the intention to be present as much as possible throughout your day. It starts here in this practice. So slow, intentional movements, including our transitions, slow transitions. We're not rushing. So full breath, full inhales, full exhales as we move through our sun salutations. We'll remember, we'll do our best. So let's inhale, reach the arms up toward the sky. Feel a little lift in your hips. On your exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, come all the way down, hands to shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands come down beside your feet or onto blocks. Let's inhale and step the left foot back into lunge. That left knee is coming down this time, top of the foot to the mat. Next inhale, we rise. So as we rise, we tuck the tailbone, lift the heart, arms come up. And on your exhale, arms forward and down, tuck the back toes, lift the knee. And we step back to down dog. Inhale. Up on your toes, lift your hips high. Your exhale releases your heels down toward the mat. Then we inhale to our plank. Again, nice and slow. Exhale, slowly lower down. Lower all the way down this time. Forehead touches. And we inhale up to cobra. Maybe it's baby, or maybe we feel like coming up higher at this point. Tuck the toes, down dog. Deep breath in your down dog. We're here for 2 more after that. 2 more breaths. Breathe into your belly. Soften the elbows. Let go to the neck and shoulders. And when you're ready, bend your knees. Look between your hands. Tiptoe or hop up. We inhale to come up to the top of the mat. That same inhale lifts us halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it up this time. Reach the arms up toward the sky. Lift your toes. On your exhale, bend your knees back to your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot comes back this time into lunge. Knee comes down, top of the foot. We're exhaling. Our inhale, we rise, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart, draw the arms back. And then exhale, arms come back down, tuck your toes, lift the knee. And we inhale back to down dog. Up on your toes. Exhale, heels release down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we rise up to cobra. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths in your down dog. Even weight distribution in the hands. You might lift and lower 1 hand at a time to roll the wrists. After your 3rd exhale, bend the knees, look between your hands, tiptoe or hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Your choice on how you want to rise. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Release your arms down, mountain pose. Either close your eyes or soften your gaze. Find a focal point. If eyes are closed, you find a focal point within. If they're open, a focal point out. Slow the breath down. And when you're ready, let's inhale, reach stubs forward a bit. On your exhale, swan dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back to lunge. Right thigh on ribs as we exhale, down dog. Inhale up to your toes, lift your hips nice and high. And then exhale, release the heels down toward the mat. Inhale, forward to plank. Knees up or down, you're making adjustments as needed. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. 3 breaths. Breathe into your belly. Press toward your fingertips. Soften the elbows. And you always have the option of tiptoeing up to the top of your mat. But if you want to add a lunge here, inhale, left leg out and up, keeping the hips square. Exhale, knee comes in toward nose, then we look forward and step through to our lunge. Inhale, right foot forward, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Let's inhale, reverse our swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back, lunge. Left ribs and thigh meet. Exhale, down dog. Inhale up to your toes, lift them high. Exhale, release the heels down so you can lift your toes. And then inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up, cobra, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. 2 breaths. Lifting hips high. Knees through the neck and shoulders. When you're ready, if you're lifting right leg, inhale as you take it back behind you. Hips are square. Exhale, knee comes in. You look forward and step through. Inhale, left foot steps forward, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center, back to mountain pose. Find your breath. Relax your body, soften the knees. Scan your body so you can feel that wave of letting go on the exhale. When you're ready, we'll inhale, arms out and up. Next exhale, taking us into chair. Good. Hold here, lift the heart. Let's inhale. And then we exhale into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's inhale, left foot steps back to our lunge. We're turning that foot out slightly. Exhaling, preparing for warrior one. Inhale to rise, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. Good. On your exhale, sink down a little bit more. Good. We inhale, maybe lift your gaze. And on your exhale, hands come back down, connecting thigh to rib. Inhale, down dog, up on your toes. Exhale, release your heels down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up, engaging the back side of the body. Exhale, back to down dog, 1 breath. Inhale, left leg out behind, square hips. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, right foot forward, up halfway. Good, exhale, fold. We inhale, rise to chair. Hold for the exhale. Feeling your weight, hips and heels. Inhale, rise. Press the hips forward, arms up. Exhale, back to chair. That same exhale lowers us all the way down. We inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold, hands come down. Inhale, right foot steps back. We're turning the foot out on the exhale, bending into the front knee. Our inhale, we rise. Tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, reach, maybe look up. And your exhale, hands come down. Inhale, down dog, up on your toes. Exhale, heels come down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths. When you're ready, inhale, right leg. Comes out, square hips. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, left foot forward, up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands through heart center, back to mountain. Find your focal point within or in the room. Relax your body. Find that deep breath. The exhale that washes over you and releases tension where it doesn't belong. If your eyes are closed, blink them open and find a focal point. Hands on hips. So tree pose without touching our ankle. Okay, we're not using straps, but same premise here. We're going to lift the left knee, and we're going to be mindful that the hip does not lift. The hips stay right where they are. The whole body stays exactly where it is. It doesn't lean forward or back. It's just the knee that lifts. So on an inhale, maybe you lift and lower a couple times to find your balance. As soon as you start to feel a change in your body, maybe lower that foot a little bit. Good, and then just attach your foot from there and open the knee out wide. Mindful if you're pressing on the inside of that right knee, let the right knee feel okay. And then the arms can come in for balance. Feel those square hips. Extending the leg out, again, without lifting the hip. Without leaning forward or back, we're just lifting the leg. Next exhale releases the leg down. Shake it out a little bit. And then come back to your focal point. When you're ready, right knee, same thing. It's just the knee that lifts. Spine. Attach your foot. Open the knee out wide. Open your arms. Bring them wherever you like. Breathe. Extending that leg out without lifting the hip. Let's inhale. And exhale, release it down, shake it up. Good. And back up to the top of our mats if we got away from it. We'll inhale, reach the arms up toward the sky. So the arms are tracking beside the ears the best that we can. And let's exhale, sit back into chair. Keeping the arms in that place if we can. Hold here. Breathing. Next exhale takes you into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down. We're inhaling and stepping or jumping back to plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rise up, cobra or up dog. Let's hold here and breathe. Engage the back side of the body. Keep the elbows in toward the ribs. Shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the back side of the neck. One more breath here. And then see if you can tuck your toes into the mat. Lift your legs so it's just hands and toes. Engaging your core. Sweep it back to down dog. Good. Find your breath. Inhale up to your toes. Lifting the hips high. Exhale, knees come down, cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, round your back. I'll take a couple more rounds. Good, come back to neutral. Tuck the toes, down dog. Between your hands, we're all going to do a halfway hop. So we just jump halfway, not all the way up to our hands. On an inhale. Good. And then you can walk the rest of the way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Let's sweep the arms forward and up to chair. Try to bring those arms up beside the ears. Feel the weight shift back towards your heels, your hips. Lift the heart. Lower down a little bit more. We're breathing. Next inhale, rise slowly. Press the hips forward. Reach the arms back. And then we exhale, hands through heart center. Releasing your arms down. Take a deep breath. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale, reach the arms out and up, arms beside the ears. Exhale, chair. We're going to let this chair lower us all the way down into our fold. And then we inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Let's hold here in the fold. Feet are hip width, maybe a little closer together. And we're going to tuck the hands under the feet. So palms and soles of the feet meet. Mindful of balance and how this feels. And with that same mindfulness, we draw ourselves into the fold a little bit more. Finding your breath. And within the flexibility of your body, can you straighten your legs a little bit more here? Breathing into the belly. Good, and then sliding your hands out so your fingertips are right in front of your toes. And then we inhale to our halfway lift from here. So keep the fingers right in front of your toes and see where that it's not, it ends up not being quite halfway. But see if you can extend from that place. And then the exhale drops you back in. Good job. And we inhale back to plank. Step or hop. On your exhale, lower down. All the way down, everybody, all the way down. Slide your hands up, rest your forehead on your hands. Feet out to the width of the mat. Bend your legs. Rock them from side to side. Give a little low back, reset. Breathing. Good, take it back to center. Bring your legs together. Stretch your arms out in front. Forehead hovers above the mat. Fingertips. Good, come up on your fingertips. And then on your inhale, just lift your chest and your head. Your hands will slide back a little bit. Try to keep your arms straight. Use that that little pressing into your fingertips to lift you a little more. Backside of your body is engaged. You're gently pointing your toes, lengthen the back of your neck, and breathe. And then see if maybe you can hold here. You'll probably lower down a little bit as you take your arms back down by your sides, but you keep your chest and your head lifted. And then maybe you lift your legs as well. Legs can come out wide, but we're reaching from the crown of the head to the toes, more so than trying to lift super high. Let's inhale, and your exhale releases you down, hands under shoulders. We're gonna take it slow as we press up through table, and then take it back to child's pose. Knees together in your child's pose, arms down by your sides. Deep breath. Down dog. And in our down dog, we're going to take our left leg out, up and over. So bending the left leg, keep the core engaged. Opening the hip flexor, shoulders square to the mat, hips keep on lifting high. And can you release your right heel down toward the mat? And maybe think about lifting your right heel. We'll take one more breath here. Next inhale, extends the left leg way up toward the sky. And on your exhale, release the left foot down. If you feel like you need a couple breaths in child's pose, take it. And then meet us back here. We're going to do the right leg. Right leg out, up and over. Keeping the core engaged. Releasing left heels down, maybe lifting those toes. Breathe into your belly. And your head from side to side. Stay loose there. And then next inhale, extend your right leg way up high. And we exhale, releasing that right foot down. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Good. Exhale, lower all the way down. Slide your hands up, rest your forehead again. Take your feet out wide. Take a breath here. And then bend your legs, rock them from side to side. We'll find our reset before we come back to that variation of what's it a variation? Bow. Coming back to center, legs come down. Maybe you bring your legs together, reach your arms out, forehead hovers. And then we rise. Maybe we walk our hands back a little bit, up on fingertips, chest and head. Engage the back side of your body. You can stay here, or you can take your arms back again. And lift the legs. Lengthen the back of the neck. And breathe. Ride that wave of sensation, allowing your belly to lift and lower you just a bit as you breathe. Good. Releasing your hands under your shoulders, point your toes into the mat. Let's inhale to press up to plank. Good. Exhale, down dog. Breathe here. Bend your knees, look between your hands, halfway hop. Good. We inhale all the way up. Same inhale lifts us. And we exhale, fold. Fingertips in front of toes, halfway lift. Inhale, straighten your legs within your flexibility. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center, back to mountain pose. Relax the body, soften the knees. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Maybe some easy side bends here, right? Just reset your body and keep coming back to a more neutral place in your mountain pose. And the observation of sensation from what you're creating in your practice today, physiologically and energetically. I'll take 2 more breaths here. Hands somewhere center. Good. Feet are about where they would be if you were coming into your yoga squat. I'm going to do some frogs, do forward squat and relax. So on your inhale, come up on your toes. Good. On your exhale, take it down. Knees come out wide. Stay up on your toes. Right. We'll work on our squat later. Hands can come right down. Good. So we do our best to stay up on our toes throughout this process, but if you need a break, then you set your heels down. So your inhale lifts your hips and drops your head kind of into a fold, but up on your toes. Your exhale drops you back into your squat. Good. We're going to do this a bunch of times. Inhale and exhale. In and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Start to move at your own pace. If you feel like you're done with it, come into your squat or a seated position. You don't want to keep on moving. We're doing it about 22 times. A little more forceful in and out through the nose. Maybe 3 more. And then we come back into our squat. We set up for our yoga squat. Press your elbows to the insides of your knees back into your elbows so you feel a little lift and lengthen in the spine. The assimilation process can be a little uncomfortable, but that kind of evens out. Supporting yourself into the seated position. Extend your legs out in front. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reach it up. And exhale, arms out and down, chin toward chest. Flex your feet, sit up tall, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Make sure you have that phone behind you. We're going to come back onto our forearms, our elbows here. Elbows are about under the shoulders. And we're lifting the heart, engaging the shoulders to let the head drop back in this variation of fish pose. We're not going to take the top of the head to the mat. We're just opening the heart, opening the throat. Drawing the energy up. Point your toes. And if you can reach your hands down, you might be able to grab those little handles that we have built in, right? Good. And then maybe lift your legs. Engage the core. Draw the abdomen back if your legs are lifted. Point your toes, breathe. Lower your legs. And then just roll yourself onto your back. Don't try to lift back up again. Just come flat onto your back. Turn your head from side to side. Deep breath. your body? Are you already there for Shavasana, or is there anything else you'd like? Bridge, shoulder stand, happy baby. Maybe just legs up toward the sky. Or like I said, you might just be ready to jump into Shavasana. It's a great breathing practice. Big, full, deep breath. Let your exhale drop you into your mat. Even more. plant your feet on the mat. And draw one knee in at a time, or both knees together to chest. Some slow rocking. Eventually rolling onto your right side, rolling up there. Breath. Seated when you're ready. Again, with ease, gentle support. Let's take our hands to opposite shoulders. Plug in, then you drop your head. Give your arms a squeeze, your shoulders a squeeze. A deep breath.